Hey everyone, Reptile Sam here. Today I'm with Bossk, my bearded dragon, and I'm going to be showing you what to feed your beardie, how to feed her, and just some general good feeding practices for vitamins and the overall health of your bearded dragon. One of Bossk's favorite vegetables is collard greens. So Bossk loves collard greens and they're very nutritious for your bearded dragon. Other plant vegetables or leafy greens sometimes aren't as healthy for your bearded dragon, so stick with collard greens, mustard greens, other very dark leafy vegetables. Lettuce and cabbage are not very good for your bearded dragon as they have a very high water content, and you want a very thick, fibrous vegetable for your leafy greens for your bearded dragon. So, first thing you want to do is wash off your vegetables because you're never sure what the store has on them, what kind of dirt. And so since Bossk is an adult bearded dragon, he doesn't need them cut up too small. You can even rip them up with your own fingers into about thumb-sized pieces. I'm going to demonstrate how to cut collard greens for your bearded dragon so you can get the big stems out of the way for them. So if you fold them over like so, you can get the big stems out of the collard greens. And then your bearded dragon only gets to eat the yummy leafy greens. So if you have a baby bearded dragon and you're just beginning him or her on vegetables, because baby bearded dragons eat primarily insects, you want to cut them up very small and you'll probably need to hand feed your bearded dragon. Since Bossk is an adult, we can simply fold these up like so, cut them down the middle, and then cut them into some smaller chunks again. And like I said, you don't have to cut your collard greens. You can always just choose to rip them up into about thumb-sized pieces with your own hands. So another great vegetable for your bearded dragon is sweet potato. Sweet potato is very high in vitamin A content, and so sweet potato and carrots are both great for their skin, and it's just a great vegetable. It's hard and crunchy, so they really like to munch on it, and it kind of has like the texture of like a bug would when they eat it. So your bearded dragon will love carrots and sweet potatoes as part of their main diet. So now I'm going to show you how to properly feed your bearded dragon. So the best thing to use for sweet potato is a potato peeler. Your bearded dragon won't eat the skin. It's also not very good for them. It's very hard to digest. And since sweet potato is such a hard vegetable, they need very thin strips to eat. So I also usually feed Bossk carrots this way too, as well as you can feed them squash this way as well, but squash can just be cut up like normal. So here's an example of a good strip for your bearded dragon. And so pieces of sweet potato about this size are really good for them. And you can even go a little bit smaller if you want. So here's another like, very thin slice. And so as you feed them, make sure you don't get any skin for them. So you get all the skin off, and then get some nice little chunks of sweet potato for your beardie. If you watched my review about frozen feeders, you saw me review snake food. Well, today I had to go buy some superworms for Bossk because he was all out. Now usually I order online from Fluker Farms, AB Dragons, and Rainbow Mealworms. All three companies are great, and their prices change every so often, so just kind of look around and you'll get really good prices and really good quality. However, since it's the holiday season, most of them are either not shipping or they're sold out. So today I had to go to PetSmart and buy some superworms for Bossk. So I'm going to unbox these and we'll see how they look, but I can guarantee you that they'll be smaller and lower quality than other superworms I've ordered from those three aforementioned companies. So let's take a look and see how these bugs look. So as you can see, they're packaged in a medium. It's some wood chips and some oatmeal. There are some casings in here, which isn't always a great sign. So let's see if we can find some superworms in here. There's some right here. So you can already see that the quality's not great, and I can tell you from back here, they do smell a little funny. So like I said, if you have the chance, always order online. So as I've said before, adult bearded dragon's diet should be up to 90% vegetable. And while this can be hard to do, it's very important for your beardie to get proper nutrition. So while I am a little bit bummed out with the quality of these superworms, at least they won't be a major part of his diet, and I'll be able to order more worms pretty soon, presumably, from one of the 3 companies I usually order bugs from, AB Dragons, Fluker Farms, and Rainbow Mealworms. And we can get Bossk some nice, high-quality, juicy superworms that he'll enjoy very much. And like I said, I always change Bossk from he to she because I'm not really sure if Bossk is a boy or a girl. A lot of people wonder if they can feed their bearded dragons bugs from outside. This shouldn't be a staple part of their diet because you never know what kind of pesticides are in the ground or what that bug is eaten that could be toxic to your bearded dragon. However, one of Bossk's vets informed me that it is okay to feed them occasionally. For example, there's a giant grasshopper that ate an entire basil plant of ours on the back deck. So in retribution, that grasshopper got fed to Bossk, and Bossk had a very good Italian dinner that night. And one more thing about your feeders is how to keep them. Most bugs are okay in the containers they come in. However, if you order a lot, it's good to keep them in plastic bins and tubs with screen tops and oatmeal as a substrate. You can also give them potatoes and other things to eat so that your insects are gut-loaded before they are given to your bearded dragon as food. So while your bearded dragon will of course go for the superworms first, this is a good salad for your bearded dragon. Don't forget that you can give your bearded dragon other vegetables too, especially leafy greens including parsley and even the tops of carrots. Until next time, I'm Reptile Sam, and let me know if you have any questions on how to take care of your bearded dragon and how to feed her.